Why did it stop on her face like that? What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but Sasha Banks has said herself on a podcast that eventually she will return to WWE. This came out of her mouth verbatim. This didn't come from the dirt sheets or from the Wrestling Observer or from a reliable source that seems to be something that everybody has that's wrong 99.9% of the time. No, it came directly from her mouth. Now, what does she mean by this and why does she say this? Well, we'll talk about this after we watch this video provided by Pylana. Now, before we get started, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into this.
Talk about Mercedes Money and what she said on the Kicks and Rocks Wrestling podcast. Let's roll the footage.
All I know is that I handled it like a CEO, like the
She
boss.
looks she looks different. There's something different about her. Not in a bad way. She looks great, but there's something different about her. I can't really think about it. But shout out to the bro with the PlayStation chain. I rock with it.
That I am, with my head held up high,
Okay.
and I can't say nothing but amazing things to WWE. I'm so thankful for the career that they gave me, the fans that they gave me, the life that they gave me, the dreams that they gave me. So many dreams. And I got to chase and live them all. I get to do so much more.
Amazing.
And I know I'm gonna be back there one
Let's
day.
go.
Okay,
Oh, she said
so
it.
it's not over. Like I said, I have a lot of unfinished business in wrestling.
I found it odd that she said this right before she's even making her AW debut.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like she's literally saying, I'm going to Tony Khan to get my bag, and then she's just going to go back to the WWE, and I don't think AEW's audience wanted to hear something like that, and they're not going to be happy with it. For example, someone like John Moxley and his loyalty in AEW is one of the reasons why he's so loved by the AEW audience. The fans love him because of that, and if I'm AEW, I would honestly make her a heel if the fans start to boo Sasha because of this. A heel Mercedes acting like she's only there to make money would be kind of fire. The rest of the
I agree.
podcast is a good listen, so if you want to listen, guys, the link will be in the description below. In other news,
I
a
agree
fan asked
100%.
Johnson
Let's
about
get back to
these
Sasha
acting.
Banks. So for me, I agree. If that is the reason why she said it, because I don't know her personally, so I don't know why she actually said it. If she's saying it's just to set up this character, because like Paulana said, it is very weird of the timing of her saying this when we're getting close to her debut at AEW. So if they're gonna use this to make her a heel and say that I'm only here for the bag, I don't need AEW, I am doing you guys a favor, you're not doing me a favor. That'll be great. I would love that. But for me, I kind of took it also as like, not that she's necessarily saying that she's going to go get a bag, but I think she really meant that. I think she knows down the line she would eventually return back to WWE in some capacity because we all know that Triple H has a place in his heart for her. He loves Sasha Banks ever since the NXT days up until now. So I wouldn't be surprised if down the line she comes in as a surprise entrance at a Royal Rumble, or she shows up as a part timer, or maybe they open up the forbidden door a little bit more and then she show up there. I think we all know at some point she's gonna show up there, maybe as a wrestler, maybe as something else, but she's gonna come back home eventually. Now, for the AEW fans that they're talking about who could potentially be upset with the fact that she's saying this, if this is for a gimmick, good, it's working. But don't get too upset with her, okay? Because the fact that she's going to AEW, right? Even though you guys have a stacked roster right now, especially with Okada just debuting, you got Will Ospreay, you got Sasha Banks coming there, Mercedes Monet, you got Deanna Purrazzo, who I think is extremely talented and has been saying for a while. You got a timeless Tony Storm doing the best gimmick that I've ever seen her do. This is the best part of her career. When she does that gimmick, it is amazing. I feel like I'm watching a movie every time she speaks. Is so amazing. So just appreciate her while she's there, right? If you're not a fan of her, I'm not talking to you, but if you are partial on her or kind of a fan of her, just be happy when she's there because you can get some good matches out of her. Maybe you can get some classic matches. Maybe you can get some matches to build up some younger talent there. Maybe the thing that not Tony Storm but Tony Khan needs to do is just take her and capitalize on her tenure at AEW in order to build the product more and make it better down the line, especially with that women's division. Although they are chock full of talent, the way that they've been booking them, I feel like has not been great. But it looks like they're trying to turn around just a little bit as time goes on, in my personal opinion. Now, to address the idea of a wrestler leaving and going somewhere for a short term and then leaving or leaving any promotion, for me, it's just not a big deal. If someone leaves WWE, even though it sucks to see them leave, in my personal opinion, if they feel trapped at WWE, if they feel like that they're worn out, if they feel like they're losing passion while being at that promotion, if they feel like, hey, I'm at the pinnacle of my career, this dream I've been chasing my entire life and it just doesn't feel the same. If they need to leave, I would rather them leave than be there, be unhappy and cause problems, and then go into the independent circuit or try another promotion and hit the reset button and see what they can do out there, get that out of their system, and then attempt to come back after the fact. I'm all for a wrestler doing whatever they need to do for their career, regardless of what promotion they're a part of. I'm not like that. I don't think that they have to be at one promotion or the other in order to be successful. So it seems like that's what she's going for. She said that she got some unfinished business in the wrestling world. So I salute her trying to do that. And also at the end of the day, we saw CM Punk come back at Survivor Series. So that means that anybody can return to W. Wait, no, that's that's true. That's not true. I don't know about Brock Lesnar. Vince McMahon's definitely not coming back to WWE. But as long as you didn't do anything illegal to hurt anyone or allegedly illegal to hurt someone, or you haven't done anything allegedly to anyone, then yeah, there's a high probability that you can come back to WWE. So if this is what she's doing, that's great. We saw Naomi do it. We've seen several other people go out. We saw Drew McIntyre come back, and now he has the best gimmick of his entire career. We've seen Cody Rhodes leave and come back, the best that he's ever been in his entire career. So it can happen, man. You can think positive about this. It's not that serious. Tribalism is fun as far as competition, but it don't have to be that aggressive. But what do you guys think? Do you guys care that she might come back to WWE? Do you care that she's debuting in AEW? I know there's some people who don't care about Sasha Banks. Or do you really feel like that she said that just for her gimmick? Or do you think that she said that to say, hey, I personally, I really don't care about AEW. I'll be back at WWE later. This is just a pit stop for me, and that's what it's going to be. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Salute, peace.